Have you ever been in a sales conversation and someone said, "Wow, I love working with you. You are so authentic"? Today, I'm going to talk about the 6 ways that you build authenticity into your sales conversation and dialogue. Without that authenticity, you don't make as many sales as you can. I'm Marla Copal, and I help solopreneurs market themselves and make more sales. So follow me. Just hit that subscribe button below and always look for more ways to be more successful in sales. So let's talk about those 6 aspects of authenticity that you can see if you have. You can check in with yourself, and these are easily managed when you know what 6 you're looking for. So the first one is self-awareness. Your self-awareness of how you're presenting yourself, the smile on your face, the energy that you bring to the conversation is key to your authenticity. When you try to practice a script that somebody gives you, you will be inauthentic because they are not your words, they are not your energy, they are not your speaking pace, they're not your style of communication. So what you have to figure out if you want to be authentic is how you present yourself, what you can do to be yourself during your sales dialogue. Number 2 is to be other aware, meaning aware of your consumer, your potential buyer. Your buyer may be nervous. Your buyer comes with prior buying experiences that could have been very, very negative. So they're bringing with them not only their desire for what you might have, but this history of a negative experience. So when you're other aware and you see someone tense, you don't look at it as though it's a response to you. You look at it as a response to the selling experience, and you ask them what's going on. So when someone comes up and says, "I'm really interested in your product," your self-aware person will say, "Tell me what intrigued you, what interested you, what prompted you to be here today?" And then when you go to the other aware, and depending on the answer they give you, you might have to say, "Tell me more." Or you might have to say, "What's been your past experience with buying skincare products or buying coaching or buying systems, tech systems?" Any of those things, you are authentic when you see something going on with your buyer and you ask them about it. Now, number 3 is responsibility. You, as a salesperson, have the responsibility to sell them what it is that they truly will use or implement, especially if you're a coach. And if you are also responsible and someone has doubts about a product, I mean extreme doubts, you don't push the sale. You set up some kind of a follow back or a follow up with them so that they can have the time to assess, is it going to work or not? And I'm not talking about those comments that someone gives you about, "I need to talk to my spouse," or "I don't get paid till Friday." Those aren't the responsible places that I'm talking about. I'm talking about that deep-seated, you see they still have doubt. If they still have doubt and you don't solve that for them, there will be buyer's remorse and you will get a cancellation on that order. So go ahead and take the time to be responsible. And when there's self-doubt, get it clarified. Again, it's very easy. "I see something's going on with you. What is it that we could do to answer that question you haven't asked me?" Yeah, just make it kind of quirky and go for it. The 4th way to show that you're authentic is just to use your self-expressions. Don't try to go learn all the highfalutin words that they give you with whatever your product is, your service is, your tech system is. People don't like that. I remember years ago, and this is years ago, the people were selling software systems, and they only used one adjective. That one adjective was robust. I was ready to gag on robust. I needed somebody to show me what robust meant. Did robust mean what? I didn't know. It's like Could I get 20 answers instead of 10? Were there 5 ways to come to the same answer if I use their system? What did robust mean? I don't think they knew. That's the problem. So I was never impressed with the use of that word. And too many of us throw a lot of adjectives in when what we need to do is start showing people literally how it can be useful to them, how they might feel if they use it. Stay with the emotions. Don't stay with the stuff that's way out here that people don't get. You can see I don't even know how to talk about that because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use those useless words. That's just who I am. Number 5 is integrity. Your integrity will shine through if you can honestly tell someone when you don't know the answer that you don't know the answer, but you'll get back to them. Or you can honestly tell them, wow, nobody's ever asked me that before. Let me go find out. Well, or that's an interesting question. Never thought about it that way. Let's see what we can figure out while you are here. All of those are integrous ways to operate. The other one is to not push someone into probably a payment plan if they really doubt that they're going to be able to succeed with whatever program you're selling them. So I'm not saying you have to protect people from risk, but I'm saying you should and will, when you're in integrity, have those conversations with people about the amount of risk they're willing to take. So you're going to either have to discover what kind of risks they've taken before, how they felt about those risks, or do they have such a negative experience with their personal risk-taking that you are stepping yourself into a problem by selling to this person at this time. That's where your otherwise is going to come back in. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't talk yourself out of a sale, but when you see all the sales trainings out there where they're telling you to close, 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 today is not always the day to close, but you might earn someone's trust by giving them a week to think about it, setting a schedule, going back to them and rediscussing. And now they've had time to digest their ability to take the risk, and they will jump in. So authenticity is, yes, I have goals to meet, but I also know that I have to have a customer satisfaction. And if that is more important to you than just doing a ka-ching, then great, that's what you want to do. And lastly, number 6 is passion. I can't sell a dang thing if I don't like it, wouldn't use it, can't see the benefits or the value of it to myself or to others. So I can tell you all the things I've sold in my life, which there are over 20 things that I've sold in my life. But there are certain things, there's probably a list of about 6 things I know I can't sell because I personally wouldn't use them. So I'll be real clear here about one of them. I love the people who do what they do when they're selling those end-of-life services. And I mean the big funeral and all the things that go with it. But I'm a pragmatic, practical person. I have my Neptune box sitting in my closet so that my family can very easily manage me without a lot of expense when it's my time to leave. Now that sounds a little harsh, but that's how I think. So I just know that I could sell one thing, but I could not sell the other. So be passionate about what you want to sell, and that's going to help your authenticity. So if you like these 6 tips on how to demonstrate your authenticity to others, or to always make sure that your authenticity is on and you're ready for it, and that this will shine through in any sales conversation you have, follow me, Marla Copal. That's Marla. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so that you know the next time I go live.